You're as cold as ice. Thinking so. Thank you. Sup, Marky Mark? How you doing, brother? Chaos in the house. Chaos investigates. How you doing, Chaos? By the way, thanks for sharing that stuff, man. Appreciate you. How you doing today? How was work yesterday? Kyle in the house. Do a slam dunk. This is pretty high, man. I could touch the rim. Thank you, brother. Everything is awesome. That chaos and funky. What time were you guys awake until last night? Did you guys do a panel? I feel like I miss out on the after party all the time. Beautiful day outside. I still haven't seen that rabbit. MIA. I think that cat got to it. How are you guys doing today? I got some topics today. Because it's been a hot minute. What's good? What's good? Set up over here. Cushion out. There we go. Ah, crap. I forgot my notes. Hang on one second. You're as cold as ice. Not this. Sorry. Why are you saying sorry? I forgot it, not you. We are back in business, guys. How is everybody doing today? That's better. What up, chaos? Okay, let me read it. Let me catch up to the chat. All messages. Where did I miss? First, do a slam dunk. Thank you, brother. Everything is awesome. Mark, I just came home, was driving on delivery with my friend. Chaos, what kind of delivery are you doing? Yeah, Mark, what a nice butt. Ah, damn, it got caught on camera. What up, Chaos? Took a shower and now I'm here. Trish in the house. What's going on, Trish? Good to see you. I didn't see, I'm guessing you already put it out on the Discord. Kyle, I'm good, brother. Thank you, brother. All right, guys, I have some good topics. And the good thing is that two of you guys are here. But first, I'm going to put up this question. Okay, I think this one's a good one. Let's put it right here. Is that good right there? Put it right there. And then I think I'm going to scooch down a little. You're as cold as ice. All right. Is that good? And move this keyboard out of the way. I got some funny stories about being robbed and mugged. I shared one of them with you. Do any of you guys remember that story? What about, oh, hang on. Where did I leave off? Hello, HS. Funky, I'm good, brother. Thank you. Not me. It's my friend's job. He's on food delivery. Got it. So you just keep him company. I'm doing peachy. Kyle, what time did you get up today, man? I think you're 1 hour behind, right? So right now it's like about 3. Your lives are such a snooze fest. I fell asleep 2 days in a row before you started. Nolan's still sleeping. I'm just sitting on the passenger and watching The Sopranos. It never gets old. How many times have you seen it? Catherine Lutinsky in the house. Namaste. Hey, Trish, thanks again for putting it up on Discord. Thank you, Trish. Nice beard, bro. Thanks a lot, H. Appreciate it, man. What are Moo laughing about, HS? Good to see you, Catherine. Oh, we got Rahul over here. Today I went on his live stream. He was giving me a view of India. Really cool guy. Jai Hind, Rahul. Royal Cricket. Let me pin him down here. He's a cool guy. Does it count if I'm the mugger? No, you cannot be the mugger, and I can't even envision you being a mugger, Kyle. Not even in your younger days. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ritesh vlog, like done, bro. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Ritesh. Hey, Sasri Akal, HS, what's up? What's going on, Vayu? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. I saw you went live earlier, but I was at work, so I couldn't join in. Hope you're doing well. What's new? Mark attempted, but I kept my shit. Okay, so tell us about it, Mark. Hey, brother, Aditya in the house. Ritesh, how are you, Hardik, bro? Good to see you guys. Welcome, Aditya, Ritesh. What are you munching on? Let me show you what I'm munching on. Let me shut this thing off. I got something different today. Some pretzels, some raisins, and some nuts. Some healthy stuff. Well, not all of it is healthy because the pretzels are in there, but it can't always be healthy, right? Okay, let's see. Hey, Rajesh. Do we have a Ritesh? Ritesh, how do you do together live with any other applications help? I don't know. You mean like StreamYard? Like, are you referring to the day that we did the Family Feud? Aditya Unk looks and munch healthy. You gotta eat healthy, right? Especially when you get older. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ritesh. Aap kaise ho? I think everyone in India usually sleeps at this time, so Mondays are usually slow. Jasper is rockin'. No, never been mugged or robbed. I grew up in the ghetto, so I have a few stories. Ritesh vlog, hello, Mark, how are you? You know, for some reason I thought I saw Vartika over here, but I think I saw Vayu. Vayu, how you doing, brother? How's the no drinking challenge going? I am great, bro. Ritesh, remind me of which part of India you're in. Jasper, did you ever recover your old account? Big in Scotland. Hi, mate. Scotland, I saw your message, man. Thanks for joining. How did you find this channel, by the way? And welcome. In case I didn't say that before. Oh, I thought you lost one of your channels. Maybe I'm mixing you up with Viper. I'm friends with Blue, Matt, and oh, okay, got it, Scotland. Well, nice to meet you, man. Glad you found the channel, and glad you subbed up, man. Do you go? Actually, I checked. You do go live as well. You got a pretty cool beard, man. I think I got the right person. It's like the best groomed beard I've seen. All right, so let me tell you guys my story since nobody's sharing theirs. So I grew up in the ghetto, right? And we were really poor. I have two older sisters, one younger brother. Oh, hang on, Mark shared a story. I got to read this. Coming out of the subway, wearing my headphones with no music. As I passed by two young fucksticks, I heard one say, "Let's grab this one." I turned around and said, "You're welcome to try it." That surprised. I'm guessing that surprised them, and then you look sharp too, bro. Thanks a lot, big in Scotland. Hello, brother. Hello, Ritesh, Jasper. Dude, but now I wonder what would have happened had you had music playing in your headphones. All right, so I went to this high school, and it was in the ghetto, and I remember my two older sisters. They already went to high school over there, so they told me, they were like, "Listen, it's really bad over there. Make sure you watch your back, and like there's metal detectors and everything when you walk into school." So anyway, I remember this was like I think I was a freshman or a sophomore, and I had yo, HRL, slap that hoe. What's going on, HRL? Welcome, man. I'm sharing my story of when I got mugged. One of my mugging stories. Well, almost got mugged. So anyway, it was a very diverse school, right, in the ghetto. So we had all different types of races in there, and I had the new Nike Air Max sneakers, and I remember I saved up for it. I like begged my parents to I told them I really want to buy it or whatever. And I never told them the real price, because if they knew the price, they wouldn't have let me buy it. So I saved up my money, and then I told them how much it was, but it was like half of what it actually cost, or a quarter of it. And then I took that money and then I bought the sneakers. Anyway, so I buy the Air Force, Nike Air Force, and those were the hottest sneakers. Like if you're rolling with those sneakers, and I wasn't the type to always get new shit or anything, right? So this was my first like high-end sneaker for me, right? Because we were poor, like I said. Anyway, so I remember I'm walking down the steps, the bell rings, I'm walking down the steps in the hallway to get to my next class, and the light goes off on one of the stairwells. So which is common, sometimes it happens, but not very often. But usually that means that a mugging is going to take place. So I'm like, oh shit, And so the light goes off, I'm walking down the steps, and then all of a sudden I feel someone tugging on my foot as I'm walking down the steps. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Who is pulling on my foot? Now I feel like they're trying to take off my sneakers, right? But I like tightened it up all the way to the top. The top two holes that you never use on the sneakers for the laces? I had it all the way up there, right? So anyway, they're trying to pull it off my foot, and then I'm like trying to kick the guy off, and it was a black dude, and it was dark, so you can't even see anything. So anyway, I'm trying to kick the guy off. It was just one dude, and then eventually he rolls down the stairs, and then I ran upstairs and ran out of there. But I just remember looking back and just running away, and I was like, holy shit, Anyway, I got away. He didn't get my sneakers. Then another time in the same school, same high school, I had a gold chain. Usually for with Indians, what happens is, as a gift, like your aunt or your uncle or whatever, they'll randomly give you gold coins or a gold chain. So I wore this gold chain in high school, and the same thing happened. I'm walking down the steps. It's the end of class. It's the end of the day. So the bell rings. The final bell rings. I'm walking down the steps. The light goes out again, and I'm like, oh shit, And I already remember what happened like a couple of months back with my sneakers. So thank you for whoever's spamming the hearts. I think that's MST or Blue. So anyway, somebody's trying to. So the light goes off, and I'm like, shit. Now I got to be careful. And then all of a sudden, I feel and I had a gold chain, and I also had a dog tag on one of those, those cheap chains, the one with the balls, those silver balls, and you just connect them together. That goes on a usual dog tag. Anyway, I always wanted to be part of the army when I was younger for some reason. But anyway, they snatched the dog tag instead of the gold chain. And then I just looked down, I checked my gold chain was still there, and then I just bounced. But that was two stories just in high school. I have plenty more. But Those are my two. Like and sent hearts. Thanks a lot, Scotland. Appreciate it, Ritesh. Now it's time to sleep. Good night, Ritesh. बहुत शुक्रिया आप आया. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. आप सब लोग इंडिया से आया और like किया. No way. Well then, HRL, how you been, brother? School started yet? Mina, hi, hello, H Security. Hi, Mina. Bahut shukriya aap aaya. Thank you. Good night, Ritesh. Hi, Mina. How are you? Hi, Security. We got Hannah in the house. What's going on, Hannah? Blessings, everyone. By the way, guys, Hannah live streams as well. Very cool woman. I forgot where she is. She's somewhere in like South Africa, I think. But she's so entertaining. This is a channel where I guarantee you guys are going to like it. I go on her channel and watch her. I met her through Madhuri, who is teacher. She's very sweet, very energetic, very interesting as well. Hi, chat. Sup, Scotland. Hi, everyone. Hi, Biggin. Your garden looks sweet. Thanks a lot, Scotland. I'll give you guys a view shortly. Mukti. What's going on, Mukti? Good morning to you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Aapka swagat to everyone joining from India. Like done. Dem. I said, give us your phone and cash. I just laughed and stood there. I said, piss off, you clowns, before I beat your ass. And I just walked away. Well, how many of them were they? And what race were they, Mark? Mukti, who are you? I am Hardik. Hi, Jasper. Hi, Sam. We got Sam in the house. What's going on, Sam? It's late here. I'm jumping to bed. Good night, Hannah. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Mina. Mina Lalita. Mina Lalita. Sam, night, Hannah. Hey, Sam, toilet chain as a necklace. Yeah, it's pretty much one of those. I'm from Uganda. Shout out to Uganda, Hannah. Is that where Blood Diamond takes place, the movie? Is it in Uganda? Round-headed humanity. Indians carry a lot of gold jewelry uselessly. Only makes you a target for cons. Yep, I remember that also. So round-headed humanity. Here's another story for you. So I'm young. I'm like maybe about 14, 15 years old. This is at the point where my parents started to make money with their business, and I wanted a leather jacket. And so, you're young, you kind of want to like look cool. It's back the times when like Fonzie was really cool, right? So I wanted like a cool jacket, not a black one, but I like brown leather, like saddle leather. Anyway, so I had this jacket, and I figured like, the girls would like it. I would pick up some girls because I had a leather jacket, look cool and stuff. And so I bought this leather jacket, and it was getting noticed, it was pretty cool looking. So anyway, I remember I was walking my dog. Now my dog's name, I got him with this name, right? I'm not racist or anything. The dog's name was Blackie. Now I didn't want to share it with you when I was telling you about my dog when I was younger, because he was a Labrador. He was a miniature. He was a mix between a Labrador and a Dachshund. A Dachshund is one of those hot dog dogs. Anyway, so when I got him, his name was Blackie, so we stuck with the name. Anyway, so I'm walking Blackie down the street. I got my brown leather jacket, and I gotta say I looked pretty cool back then, with that jacket. Anyway, so I'm walking, and then this girl, and she was beautiful. She was in a car, and she's in the back seat, and she's like giving me this eye, and then she's giving me the finger, like, come over here, And I'm like, damn, like this jacket is doing its trick, So I was tempted to go, but I was just like, something just doesn't seem right. Like, why does she want me? She's clearly older than me. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm like a nerdy kid in high school, So I'm like debating. I'm like, but even if I went, where am I going to put Blackie? I'm sure she's not going to let me bring Blackie in the car. All these thoughts are going through my head. Anyway, I end up walking past her. I wave hi and stuff, and like, walking with my gangster limp, just making sure that, I could think about it, and in case I change my mind or whatever. Anyway, so I get home, and then later on, my aunt comes home, and she lived upstairs. And then she goes, my necklace somebody grabbed my necklace and stole it, right next to the house. And then she goes, they were sitting it was a woman, and she ran away in a car. She ran away to her car, and then they sped off. And then I was like, was it a gold color Nissan Altima? And she was like, yeah, it was. So that woman was basically trying to set me up. I thought I had game. I thought I just looked good, but that wasn't the case. She was just after the gold. Mystic Mirage, what's going on, Mystic? I hand Mukti official. Hey Hardik, say hi Mukti. Oh yeah, Mukti aap bahut sundar hai. Hello muchacho, what's the bleeding story? What's the bleeding story, Billy Elliot? What's the crack? Oh, we got a beautiful butterfly over here. Hello muchacho, what's the bleeding story? Hannah, thanks Mark. Hardik, aka Ati Sundar Pichai. That's right, Sundar Pichai reporting for duty. Welcome, family and friends. Tough Bola, I had a bit of my time robbed today when I clicked on this shitty libs. What's going on, man? How you doing, Tough Bola? Welcome to the live stream. Shivani in the house. Hello, handsome host. How you doing, Shivani? Good to see you. How are you doing, Shivani? What time is it out there? Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm late. All good. There were two, but at the time that I was about, oh, you were 24, in great shape, black belt, stoned, and full of confidence. All right, so you were ready to go. You were probably hoping something would happen. The most handsome man on the planet and in podcast. Damn, John Taylor. Always gassing me up. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, John Taylor. Hey, Billy, good to see you again. Tafola, quite astute observation. Gone in 3, 2, 1. How are you today? I'm doing good, Billy. I think Blood Diamonds was the Kong. Could be wrong. Google it yourself. I will. Mina, Lalita, you do your own you do. You're handsome. Hey, thanks a lot, John. Appreciate it, man. I just washed my face, but I looked pretty crappy before this. But thank you for that, man. Round-handed humanity. So that was a mobile strike team. Hi, may I ask what religion you believe in? Flash Nunu, I don't know if you're still here, but I am agnostic. Welcome, Flash Nunu. There's H. Have a great... What's up, Boston Bill? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Everyone sub up to Boston Bill. Rishit Basan. Namaste, Mr. Pichai. Namaste, Rishit. How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. I just got back from Google headquarters. Crazy, crazy day. I had to fire some people. Hiran Bishnoi. What's going on, bro? Are you Indo-American? Yes, I am. I guess so. I think so. I was born here in the U.S. and my parents from India. Rishit Basan, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Rishit? And what are you doing up so late? Stranger, where are you from? New York, Long Island, New York, in the USA. Hi, brother Bola. Shivani Hardik, put that image above your head. I can't see your face. Wait, the image is above my head. There's like this much of a gap in between. Kind of the size of Mark's wee-wee. You see it right there? Okay, how about this? Is this better? Is this a little better? Hang on, let me move down, and then she's going to say she can't see the comments are blocking me. How about now? Is this better? Shivani, what do you say? Very good, 3, 2, 1. I'm asking for cooking. I'm starving. When did it start? Hang on. Now you can't see my head. That should be good. Pichai on a mission. That's right, man. Got to make some changes on you. Strange, don't do that. Oh, all right. What's up, Flash? Welcome to the live stream. Mukti, Hardik, I'm going to sleep now. May you always stay healthy and happy. We are in love and we'll meet again. Mukti, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Both shukriya abaya to the live stream. I know you understand English, so I could speak in English. Mukti, don't give him so many hearts. He is handsome host. Thanks, Shivani. Rishit, I don't sleep early. Hey, yo, what's up? What's going on? Stunga Mingi. Welcome to the live stream. My neighbor's out. I got to calm it down a little bit. Sonia, what's going on, Sonia? Hello, Hardik. Welcome to the live stream, Sonia. Rishit, I love to sleep in physics class. Dude, physics is important, man. You got to pay attention over there, man. I remember I would get distracted. And then when you get distracted in class, especially with physics, that's one subject you can't really, unless you know your stuff. But you're Desi, so you probably know this naturally, bro. Hardik comments is blocking your face. It's still blocking my face. Vartika, Sonia is Vartika. Vartika, can't you come in with your regular ID? Why do all you guys have so many different IDs? Why can't you just have one ID? Let me move this for Shivani. Make it a little smaller. Okay, is that better, Vartika? Should be better. Good. Nice and straight with my boobies out. Vartika, what's going on? Hiran Bishnoi, remove question box coming on your live. Is it better now? Let me know if it's good. Better, Hardik, the text covered half your head before. Thank you, Billy Elliott. We'll train him one day with Shivani. What time is it over here, over there, bro? Big in Scotland, it is 3:23 p.m. Hit that like button, guys. That's right, guys. If you haven't hit it, smash that like. Beat it up. Hey, Vartika. Vartika live is on. Yes, Hardik. Now I can see you. Okay. Now all is good in the world. When Shivani is happy, all is good in the world. Today you are looking handsome, Hardik. What, usually I don't look handsome? What are you trying to say, Vartika? Vartika is like, only today. Today, Vartika, she's like, all right, today only you look handsome. Yeah, jawline. Thanks a lot, Human Pulse. Appreciate that. 12:53. It's 12:53 a.m. out there. How come you're still awake, guys? Up late tonight, huh? The best time we have is during the second period, and I and my friends eat tiffin. Wait. The best time we have is during second period, and my friends and I eat tiffin, and whatsoever gets caught eating by the teacher would be called gay for the day. It's 8:30 at night here. Oh, so it's early. 8:30. Does that mean 8:30 or half past 8? He always looks handsome. Thanks so much, Shivani. Better, your mouth was covered before. We could only see your eyes, like Tim's neighbor in home. Yeah, no, Shivani does always give me good feedback. I just like to annoy her sometimes because it's fun. When Shivani gets annoyed, she gets all upset. 3:24, nice, all caught up. PM. I don't see a question box. Maybe I only shows on my mobile. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Is that Laura Wallflower? It is, right? Laura, I don't know what happened to the bunny. I think that cat got to the bunny, got to Rex. But today is something different. What's different today? I did shave. I lined it up today, cleaned this up, and then I combed my hair, and I'm wearing a white shirt. That's the only difference. I go to sleep at 3 a.m. Damn, Human Pulse. You have anything to do tomorrow? You have to go to work tomorrow, or are you off? Hardik, I am supporting Bartika. That's why I am not sleeping. You got to get some sleep, Shivani, otherwise you're going to get sick. 8:30 is 8:30, okay. So 8:30. So in Scotland, they don't use the word past. They just say 8:30, which doesn't make any sense. 8:30. It's just 8:30 instead of half past. Yes, 8:30 at night. Oh, by the way, big in Scotland, Billy from Elliot is also, I think he's in Ireland. Eden. Hardik, you didn't sleep until 2 a.m. Did I say anything? No, but Shivani, I am a different breed. No, seriously, you just got over. You were just sick, right? So your immune system still needs to recover. And I still see you coughing sometime, all right? Aapko khansi still hai. So you gotta get some rest, let your body recuperate, and plus you work out like crazy, right? I mean, I work out every day, but I mean, I do get enough sleep. Aman Lokhand, in India, it is night. Yes, I know, it's 12 something, right, Aman? What are you guys doing up so late in India? You guys don't have any work or anything? Billy, thank you. Oh, we got Roy. What's going on, Roy? Good to see you, brother. Hello, HS. Nice to see you at my stream yesterday. Of course, man. Thank you for joining in today, man. How have you been? Guys, for those of you that don't know, Roy explores. I remember I met him through Siberian Gal Pal, and I was doing walking streams at the time where I wasn't showing my face. And so she saw what I was doing, and she's like, you know what you're doing can work. She goes, but you need to watch how Roy Explores does it. So I subbed up to his channel. I started watching his videos, and this guy has just like state-of-the-art equipment. He's always like got the latest and greatest stuff, you know, like you could tell he's a tech geek, you know, and I love that stuff. So like I'll ask him questions and stuff, but definitely check out his channel. He is awesome, and his the views that he shows us is awesome too. Thanks again, Roy. Hope all is well with you, brother. You were gone for quite a while, man. I was concerned. You look good in white. Thank you, Laura. But Shivi Hardik health is good. but you are not well right now. Exactly, Vartika. You tell her. In your back is real or it is image photo. Aman, I'll show you. It's real. A lot of people ask me that question. First, they ask me if I'm AI. They ask me if my background is AI. Hang on, let me show you. It's all real. All right, let's see. In your backyard is real. We say 8:30. Okay. So you skipped the word past. I'm going to try using that now. Thank you, Hardik. Now I can say I am your best friend. Let's see. Bartika, wait. Shivani. Always good to see you and catch your streams, brother. Love watching your channel grow. Hey, thanks a lot, Roy. Yeah, it has been growing. Not as large as yours, but oh, I think I see the bunny. Yeah, but it is growing, man. I'm very happy with the people that I'm meeting along the journey. Great people. I do see the bunny right here. Let me see if I could zoom in. There he is. Appreciate that, Roy. I do walking videos, but I need to up my game. Yeah, make sure. Well, I don't know if you have a. I would highly recommend check out Roy's channel. He's got it down to a science with his equipment. The audio and the video is just crisp. Kyle, you were able to see my comments. Thanks for the kind words as always. Of course, Roy. Good to meet you. Again, connected to you. Good job. We'll get better. Hang on, let me try to creep up on this rabbit a little closer. That's the mother rabbit, I think. Remember I was showing you guys the baby last time? I mean, you could tell that's not AI, right? All right, we lost him. Spooked him away. All right, let me get back and catch up to the chat. You guys know I don't have the ability to do two things at once by now. All right, let's set you guys down over here. And sure, we are good right here. All right, let's see. Good to meet you. You begin. I connected to you. Good job. You get better. Shivani just subbed. Roy, love that stuff. Hello and thank you, Mark. How you doing, Billy? Leave a comment so I can find you. Love traveling channels. I can travel through someone else showing their journey. Yes, Laura, you know what was a really good channel which got me really started on watching YouTube videos? Well, not live streams. This is before live streaming. I mean, live streaming was out, but it was Harold. Harold, and then another channel was Bald and Bankrupt. And these two guys travel. They try to find the cheapest hotels. They just backpack. They travel and they find a hotel when they get there. And they'll stay at places like without an AC or without the, the like with the bare bones minimum. And then they share their experience with you, and they have such a fantastic time. Like, but sometimes they'll show you like the hardships of like how terrible it is without an AC and stuff. Let me shut off this AC while I'm talking about that because this compressor is loud. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but anyway, so that's a good channel. I don't know if you guys ever followed Harold and Bald and Bankrupt, but they don't live stream. Like I said, they only do long form videos of their journeys. I can introduce someone else showing their journey, learn a lot about the world and things you never knew existed. I agree, Laura. Funky got mugged. They stole his pants and left him in the house in those Daisy Dukes. Yes, Laura, me too. I love Cher's channel in Pakistan. I can see loads through it. Yeah, Cher is awesome. Neelam, how you doing? Like done. Bahut shukriya. Thank you so much, Neelam. Cute. Mark, hi Mark. How is the horse doing? Delina, hello sir. Delina from Singapore. I'm new here. Already like and subscribe to your channel. All the best to you, sir. Success and smile always. Hey, thank you so much, Delina. I have a lot of family in Singapore. Love Singapore, actually. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for dropping a like if you're still here. Krishna's turn. He's getting much bigger now. Mr. T-Rex bunny. I think that was the mom, Billy. I think the baby was snagged by that cat. Neelam, good night, Neelam. Mark, once they saw the Dukes, they had a sudden thrust for Maine. Hello, Funky. Laura, he's doing awesome. Moving him to the neighboring stable. Let's see. Rishi Barua, hello, sir. What's going on, Rishi? Welcome to the live stream. Kyle, I reported your peanut butter review for indecent content. That was a long, was the peanut butter one? It was one of the videos that was supposed to be a short, and it was the longest short I've ever seen. I screenshot them, Laura. I think it was maybe before the peanut butter one. You were doing something else. I will have to check them out. Hey, Rishi, at least it wasn't relish. Hello again, sir. What's going on, Matt Coe? Good to see you here again. Matt, you didn't join us for any poker, man. Well, then again, I think maybe you said that you don't play poker. Every 23 days, there's a new litter Hardic. We can rebuild Mr. T-Rex. Yeah, I know, but I still hope he wasn't the cat's snack. All right, so let me get another question on the screen, guys. Nobody else has a story. So it was only Mark and I out of all of us, out of 13 people, that have ever been mugged by or attempted. In Mark's case, they didn't, nothing happened. But Shivani, how about you? How about Vartika? In India, aap kabhi kuch chori kiya, like kuch necklace or batwar? Hardik, now I will do live streaming only one time. Well, right now you do it twice, right? Why are you going to do it one time now? You should stick with it with 2 times a day. It's a vertical video, long content. Oh, that's what it is. It is long content. Gaia, I thought it was supposed to be... Oh, by the way, Kyle, check out the new emojis. I think I have one for Gunnar. AI wouldn't let me create it, but then I spaced out the ER from the goon, and then it allowed me to create that emoji. 3 guys tried to steal my joint once. Stealing a joint, I mean, is not that, nothing major. I'm trying to think of some other stories that I have. I've got so many that, oh yeah, I got a funny one, man. I got a really funny one. So my cousin, right? You know the guy who I told you when we were younger, he was on the bed and his mom, like I came upstairs, and then his mom was basically pulling him by his feet while he was hanging out to the headboard, and she was stretching him out. And then I was like, what is going on here? I was like, what in tarnations is going on here? And she was explaining to me, and he was explaining to me, he's like, I'm gonna get taller. He never got taller. He's still short. But it was funny how they thought that by stretching him out, by pulling his feet, he was going to get taller. Because soon my brother is going to be mad. Okay, got it. How old is your brother, Shivani? And Shivani, does your brother is your brother on your live stream? Is that Sammy? Gooner, there you go. That was like perfect timing. You said the word Gooner, and then we got that. Where did you bury them, Billy? About a dozen coyotes tried to mug me when I was cross country skiing on a full moon alone one time. Does that count? No, that doesn't count. Those coyotes don't count. How was your meeting, sir? My meeting was fantastic, but I had to fire some people because I don't feel like we're keeping up with the times. Hardik, I am a safe person. People are safe around me. Anas Sundar, yes, it is Sundar Pichai himself. Welcome to the live stream. I was hoping nobody would find me during this confidential meeting, but you're welcome. Anas, I said you could be after sucking off your two friends here under the bridge, and we engaged in fisticuffs. One was big and powerful. The other two was scrawny. It was magnificent. Wait, did I miss the first part of that story? 1 second. Let me check out Billy Elliott's message. Three guys tried to steal my joint once. Okay, that's what it was. I said, you could be after sucking off your two friends here under the bridge, and we engaged in a fist fight. One was big and powerful, but the other two were scrawny. It was magnificent. So you took them down. No, Hardik, my real brother is brother, and Sammy is my friend. Okay, got it. Billy, you can't see me. ZG85, by the way, guys, ZG85 went live today, so on my lunch break, I jumped on. Hung out on his channel. You guys know ZG. He's good peeps. Hold on 1 second, guys. Looks to be like a malaria-infested mosquito over here. We have to be careful. Support and like for the guy who appeared first on my live chat earlier today. BG85, appreciate you, brother. I told you I was gonna join in, and I had to turn on notifications. I made a note about it. I was like, I gotta go on next time he goes live. And that was a cool live stream, man. Sorry I couldn't hang out for longer. I was just like in the middle of work. Mark, I took my beating and turtled up, and then I pushed a small one in the canal and ran away. Hey, HS, bro, we got Jivan in the house. Good to see you again. Hope you had a great day, bro. I had a fantastic day, Jivan. Monday is my least favorite day, but it's almost over. Now it's going to be smooth sailing now. I'm done with work, and then I'm going to see the kids, and then I have tennis tonight. Guys, don't forget, so the 9 p.m. live is not going to happen tonight at 9 p.m. It's going to happen probably around like 11:30 p.m. So Shivani, if you're awake at the time, or Vartika, or everyone from India, if you guys can join at that time, great. If not, all good. But Shivani, get some sleep. Hardik, I want to say you something. Say me something. Tell me, what's going on, Shivani? What do you want to tell me? Hello, Jivan. Hey, what's up? Hey, not Z. Attend my live streaming except Hardik. The time that you go live, Shivani, is at crazy hours. What if you change your live stream hours so that it matches my hours? Hey, Shivani. Your JJ1 separate. Anyway, so let me continue the story, guys. So anyway, that same cousin, me and him, we're walking to our friend Manuel's house. His name is Manuel, but we'd call him Manuel, like, you know, an instruction booklet. So we're walking to Manuel's house, and we're really young. But I mean, I could fight, right? I could protect myself. I had to protect my brother. I had to protect my cousin. So I was a fighter when I was younger. Anyway, so we're walking, and there's an apartment building that Manuel lives in. And so we go to Manuel's building, and before we cross the street to get into the building of the, you know, the double glass doors, we see a group of black kids, and they're walking down. Now, you know that we're going to get mugged, right? We're two scrawny Indians, right? And so I was like, shit. So I go to my cousin. I'm like, yo, his name is Sonny. So I go, Sonny, we got to get in quickly, man. They're coming for us. And he's oblivious to all this, right? So we walk casually, because if you run, you know, like it shows that you're a wuss, you know, and they're obviously going to get you. So we walk across the street. We get through we open the door to get into the buzzer area, you know, where you got to hit the number, and you got to wait for them to buzz you in. in order for the door to open. So we hit the number, and we're waiting, and we're like, oh shit, Manuel, hurry up, like open it up. And Manuel's not letting us in. So these black kids, it was some of you already heard the story, but there was like maybe about 4 or 5 big black kids, like not adults, but they were bigger than us. They were like in probably seniors, I'd say, or juniors. And then they had like younger brothers, or I don't know who these other kids were, but they were smaller than us. But I guess they were in training or something, So they came up to us and they were like, yo, run that shit, that, which means like, yo, give me everything you got, So I'm like, what are you talking about, And he's like, yo, give me what you got. I was like, I got nothing, And now imagine, like, I'm answering to this little boy. I know I could kick his ass, but he's got backup, So he's like, yo, run it right now, and basically threatening me, basically saying that they were going to do something. That was the translation. So anyway, I'm like, I don't have anything, So then they're like, we're going to check your pockets. So I was like, go ahead. I don't got shit anyway. So the little kid checks my pockets, and I'm like, all right, I don't have anything. So you don't carry a wallet at that age. And all I was concerned about was my Casio watch. I had this Casio watch, which was a phone dialer. So back in the days, you could store numbers on it. And if you go to a payphone, you could go to that payphone and put it on the speaker part and push the button, the contact, and it calls the person just by the digital tones of the phone number. So I loved that watch. It was the coolest thing ever. And so I was like, man, I'm going to fight for my watch. If they go for my watch, that's when I'm going to fight. So then they look at my watch even, they're like a Casio, and they're just like, whatever, right? So I was like, all right, I'm safe. Then they go to my cousin, Sonny, and they're like, yo, empty your pockets. And he's like freaking out. He's like, all right. And he opens up his pockets, and he's, like you could see like the inside lining of his pocket. They're all out, right? And so they're like, where's your money or whatever. With me, they didn't bother me because, I mean, I think they could tell that I was, kind of ready. With him, he kind of looks like the type that you want to rob. You know how some people have that face that they're an easy victim. So anyway, so they're checking him and they don't find anything. And then he's wearing these long denim shorts, when those were in, and these long tube socks. And so they're searching him. And then so the little kid goes and checks his socks, and he finds $1 in there. He takes it out of his sock, and he goes, $1? You hide $1 in your sock? And they all start laughing at him and stuff. But we never let that die out, man. We always make fun of him. We were like, why would you hide $1 in your sock? Why not just put $1 in your pocket, But that was pretty funny. I never beat them, but I didn't let them beat me either. A draw when they all gassed out after 2 minutes. I knew I would live. The joint lowering my heartbeat saved me as I warmed up when they were spent. But I didn't let them beat me either. A draw. Okay, a draw is fine, man. But even if they beat you, I mean, I feel like it's a lesson. When they all gassed out after 2 minutes, I knew I would live. The joint lowering my heartbeat saved me as I was warmed up when they were spent. JTK, what's going on, Treston? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. How you doing? How's the channel going? Let me check the status. Treston is at 223. Congrats, man. Keep on growing, man. Keep on doing those live streams. How you doing, Treston? Billy Elliott, JJ Knott. Where's Jivan? Did Jivan leave already? I hope he didn't leave. Shivani Hardik, I want to say that many people get jealous because you consider me and Bartika your friends in our country live streaming. Let them get jealous, Shivani. It's all right. You got to deal with humans, right? Some humans, there's jealous people out there, and what are you going to do about it? Can't do anything about it. Just keep on growing. Ignore them. JJ, hello. We got Jivan, Billy brother, Jivan. By the way, Shivani, JJ is Jivan. Hello, thank you. Don't get mixed up with others. Hello, JJ. We're talking about getting mugged. That's right. How about you, Jivan? Did you ever get mugged in India? Okay, I won't, Shivani. That's a badass watch. Thanks a lot. Or the Casio, right? Do you remember that watch? Does anyone remember that? Pacers 420 in the house. What's going on, Pacers? Good to see you, brother. What is up, big dog? I'm doing well, brother. How you doing? Hey, remember when I changed my name a few days ago? Well, Jana didn't believe it. It was me. And oh, you're blocked. All right, I'll chat with her, man. That's pretty funny. That's funny that she blocked you, man. Kimchi in the house. What's going on, Kimchi? Good to see you here. Welcome. We got all the old timers in here. I messaged her on Instagram, but I don't know if she'll remember. I'll let her know. I'll definitely let her know. Sleepy Sunshine, what's going on? You got to remind her for me. I will do, absolutely, brother. And I got to let her know. It would be nice if I could let her know while you're there so that this way she could possibly mod you up. Did you watch the movie Secret Window, bro? Liked it? No, we ended up playing poker and we ended up finishing way too late, so I didn't get time to watch it. But guys, is Secret Window free on Amazon Prime or Netflix, or do I have to pay for it? Because it didn't seem like it was on there. Hey, Pacers, it's EDC 765. Wait, but which is the account that you need unblocked? Pacers 420, right? For Hardik, I am best friend. Yes, you are, Shivani. Like done, Sunita, Radhe Radhe, Bochukriya, Baya. I know I call him JJ. Okay, all good. Yes, absolutely ignore them. That's right, Kimchi. I have a collection of Casio and Timex watches. Dude, you got to show me that, man. I'd rather see your collection of watches, your old time watches, than, but then again, you do have good toys. The Pee Wee Herman is a classic. The mask, I just wish you would put it on. Instead of doing it like in front of the screen like that, where you're going slow, like put it on. Can you wear it or not? MST, what's good, fam? How you doing? What up, everyone? Happy Monday to you. No ego. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Give me blue, Sunita Meena blog. She says, give me blue. I gotta ask you guys, how come people in India are so demanding? They come in here and they just go, give me blue. And if anyone in the US doesn't really try that, they'll say, make me moderator, or can I be a moderator? But India, they come in here and they just go, give me blue. Mr. Big Man 8 Security is a mod at Jana's. She says only people with security in their name can be a mod. Yeah, she does say that often. She is awesome. Kimchi Soup, give me blue for joining. Sunita, मैं blue नहीं देता हूँ. वो मेरा job नहीं है. वो Mark or Trish वो करता है. Didn't you say you got an Instagram? Yeah, I do, Pacers. It's a brand new account, so I don't have much content on there or anything. I don't have any content on there. I just have my display picture. But it's on my main page, on my YouTube page, is my Instagram. Didn't you say you got Instagram? My new Instagram is, okay, gotcha. Dude, so click on my Instagram link then. So this way I'll remember it's you. Because I'm not going to remember it. Actually, I could write it down. I gotcha. EDC765. And that is Pacers 420. Gotcha. Except me, you must earn Blue Buddy. Exactly, MST. You tell them. I can't say hi on a couple of their streams because they always ask for a super chat. Yeah, you know, that's another thing that bothers me. Here's my Shivani. I hope you're still here in Bartika. These are things that I hope you change in India. I need you guys to start a movement in India. Number one is when they try to sub up, they sub up with emojis, all right? They try to connect with you with emojis. YouTube obviously sees that and they're like, no. All they have to do is just write one sentence. That's it. And connect, you know, and sub up. But they don't do that. I feel like, and I spoke to, what's his name, Puneet, about this. I was like, dude, you could change the, you know, entire India by just creating a short or a long form video just explaining how to properly sub up to somebody, you know, when you're doing it this way. And I go, you guys have the numbers. You guys have Shakti. You know, India has the power of numbers. They have almost 1.5 billion people. All they need is a little direction, you know. And the second thing is they don't watch the full video. That's another thing. Then they're very pushy, you know, about certain things. They'll just, like, I don't know them, and they'll be like, give me blue, you know. Like, this is not a connecting channel. We're not trying to, like, you know, do one of those subbing up channels. I mean, like, I'm fine with it casually and stuff, but that's not the main purpose. You know, it's, yeah, networking is there. It's a part of the channel. It's nice when people network, but it's not the main objective. What else is there? Then, and I see this happen on your chat, Shivani, also. You have some people who type random stuff. It doesn't even make any sense. It's not even emojis. They'll just type like EFG or whatever, you know, a whole bunch of times. And with you can automatically disregard it. You're just like, no, it's actually good. Hey, thanks so much. Who was that just now? Was that Blue? Peace be upon you. Hi, let's fit with Shivani. Peace be upon you as well, Poofy. Legendary. What's going on, Legendary? Mark, hey, Papita. Papita. Yeah, that's funny. You know, when I make fun of my wife, there's a Papita auntie, and she's always like very pushy and stuff. So I go, you're turning into a Papita. Hey, Legendary. Who was the one? Your own destiny, your own destiny. Please support me. That's another thing. And please support me. I'll sub up to you, but just go on my channel and just comment on a short. Leave an actual comment. Do not put any emojis. Hardik, I don't attend this type of live stream. Okay, Shivani. And what's up with the humping ladies that only show their upper butt? What was that, Kyle? Shivani, I got to show you this channel I came across yesterday. I sent it to Kyle and I sent it to Mark. I was going to send it to Trish, but it was just a little too inappropriate. There was this lady in India, and we're both motita, right? And we're bistre mein, she's lying down, and she's just shaking like this, you know, like something is happening. And I was like, what is going on here? And so I sent it to Kyle. I'm like, Funky, take a look at this, right? And he was like, I saw it for like 5 seconds and I had to switch. But she had so many people watching. She had like maybe about 300 viewers and like 300 likes. But it was crazy. But Shivani changed the world in India. Papitas, please stop spamming. Papita, come on. But you see, they think that they're doing something good by this learned behavior because they think it's chat interaction. Like YouTube is going to see it and be like, oh, your channel has a lot going on, you know? So we're gonna promote your channel and give you more exposure. That's what these people who spam the chat are taught. Just Laura, Hardik, that's why I am angry with you. Why you go so many live streams? I can go wherever I want, Shivani. Nobody can control me. I'm Hardik, right? Hardik cannot be controlled. I'm a wild animal. Look at my face. I'm half lion. Does it look like you can control a lion? Gears. It's a green screen. It is not a green screen. I don't want to talk, Funky. He never attend my comments. Kyle is awesome. Kyle is an awesome guy, and he did read your comments, Shivani. He always reads your comments. She was still there pretending to get banked. I didn't know what that was, Mark. And she was not answering anybody. Oh my God, I saw that, like, exactly, MSC. It was weird. Funky, I've seen that. I report that shit a lot on here. Is the only ever one country that does it. Back in Ireland during my master's, okay, let's hear this. Back in Ireland during my master's, this junkie kid comes up to me in his thick Irish accent. You fucking packy, give me your money. And he wasn't even that big. Then he spotted a bunch of my Indian friends walking towards us, and suddenly he fucking vanished. Well, luckily you had backup. But Jeevan, were you big during that time? Like, would you have been able to take this guy down? Or, like, I'll give you an example. With that situation that I gave you where we got mugged, I would not have been able to take them all down. The little kids, yeah, and maybe one of the black dudes. The other guys were way too big for me. But I never lost a fight. Knock on wood, you know, but I've never lost a fight, a physical altercation. It is pretty wild what you can see on YouTube. It is really wild. The strange world of YouTube and how, like, you look at a channel and you're just like, what in the world is going on? And then you look at the number of viewers and you're like, damn, man, you know, a lot of people. But then again, I found myself watching it because of the comments. The comments were like, there was this girl, she was like, what in the world is going on here? I wrote, what in tarnations is going on here? Obviously, I got no response to that, but then there was this girl, and she kept on typing in English, so I was, you know, interacting at that point. But it was just funny because I wish I could see, what I would pay to see is to see people's expressions while they're watching that. Do you get it? So not the YouTuber themselves in that situation, but everyone who's doom scrolling, I just want to see their image and see their first reaction, like, what in the world is going on? It is pretty wild. Gears know it's real. Now we can get a tour. Yes, I will give you a tour. Mark loves seeing the He likes me walking on the grass and transferring the energy from the grass to my testicles. Shivani, what's your deal? Shivani tries to control me, but she doesn't realize she knows I'm a lion. Lion, Ada share, and she's trying to control me. DS, DSU editor, what's up, Holmes? What shit you smoking lately, dog? I got the finest weed over here, brother. The good stuff, man. Yes, someone robbed me by showing a knife at the bus stop, and there were people around who did not even care. So nobody backed you up. So what happened then? Did you give them all your money? You gave them your wallet? D pseudo chapo for me. Hardik, the reason is that why I stopped you, they all use like international tag. If you don't like that, sorry. Next time I will not say anything. Sorry again. You don't have to say sorry, but nobody can control me. Nobody. I do what I want. I'm a grown man. I'm 46 years old. Nobody can tell me, don't go here, don't go there, don't do this. I do like constructive criticism when you tell me, hey, listen, make your screen straight or move the comment and stuff, but never tell me where to go. That I don't like. I'll never tell you where to go. Nobody tells me where to go. Like the pimple poppers. Now that's kind of interesting to watch. I'm not going to lie. There's something satisfying about that. As a friend, I'm concerned about your next time. I won't. Yeah, but Shivani, you got to remember, I'm a man. I'm a grown man, right? So I know how to take care of myself. I've been through so many life situations that I know how to take care of myself. And I appreciate people looking out for me. But sometimes you also, I think because I'm so nice, that people sometimes think that they need to protect me. But I don't need protection, I appreciate the guidance. That doesn't mean that, I take any offense to it or anything. But I don't need protection because I'm nice. Like I'm nice because I'm in front of nice people. I like these people. I feel like this is family to me. But it's not weakness, is what I'm saying. I could have eaten him like a hamburger. He was that small. The poor kid was high on drugs or some crazy shit. Mega viewers, I don't understand how many likes these channels. It's crazy. Are you seriously smoking meat? No way, Kimchi. This was a pretzel. Look. Can you see the salt on it? You want to drag kimchi? Here you go. Puff, puff, pass, guys. When it's more than 2 Harik, you must put your back to the wall in a corner. It's better. This means you can prevent sneak attack. Put your back on the wall. That sounds dirty, brother. I don't know what kind of action you're talking about. John Smith, I've had a girl knock on my door 4 in the morning. What's going on, John Smith? Knock on my door 4 in the morning and asked to use my phone. Then I felt something was off and I closed my door and some guys tried to kick in my door and rob me, but they weren't able to. The oldest trick in the book, right? Send the woman in distress and then they basically gain entry. That's what happened with the chain thing. Thanks for sharing that story, John Smith. So wait, how did you get the girl out without opening the door? Throw her out the window? Hi, Billy. Hello, sir. What's up, Pearl? I am going Hardik, sir, and sorry. Don't be sorry. See, you can't be so sensitive on here, Shivani. I'm not taking any offense to it. All I'm saying is what I'm saying. It's just that I don't like to be told where to go. That's it. I like you as a person. I enjoy your company. I think you're a great friend. You already know that. I say that to you all the time. But you can't be so sensitive where you leave because I say something. Because that's not true friendship. If I have to hold my tongue and I can't speak the truth, it's not a friendship then. Hardik is a YouTube streets wear. Hardik is a YouTube streets wear. That's right. I'm aware, man. Get it right. Hello, Kimchi. How are you, buddy? I know about that crazy fucked up channel where the lady... Yes. I had to wash my eyes with Kleenex after that. Dean Puel, it is wise to give the wallet. You know who has pretty funny emojis on Discord? I'd say Kyle, Blue, Mark, Jeevan, and Kapil. Kapil has some funny ass ones as well. It's wise to give the wallet when they are armed. So I gave them my wallet. it's never a wise move to fight when the person you're fighting is armed. 100%, Dean. You don't need to back yourself up with that. We don't think any less of you. You are not a wuss or anything. All right. When someone is armed, the smart thing to do is be like, hey, listen, this is replaceable. You know. So smart move with that. My dad used to always tell me that. He used to be like, Hardik, whenever you get mugged, the time is going to come when you're going to get mugged, and you give them whatever you got. Just remember, everything in life is replaceable except for your life. But good old Hardik, he would never listen. I felt like they were trying to rob my dignity. Hardcore stuff, John Smith. I am great, Billy. Thanks for asking. How are you? What is that a picture of? Mark, my dog, was the one that sensed it, and I sensed my dog, luckily. Yeah, dogs have that sixth sense, man. Perfect Kimchi. I'm chopping videos into shorts. What about you? Billy, I got to start doing that as well, man. You're ahead of the game. I got to learn to do that. Hello, friends. No introduction needed. Welcome, no introduction. How you doing? Where you joining us from? I think Shivani left, guys. She left. That is great. We'll love to watch them. Kimchi about hi. John Smith, the girl didn't come inside. The girl didn't come inside. I made her wait at the door, and I had my door open. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I have a childish brain, and these stupid things just make me laugh. All right, let me try to say this with as a 46-year-old. I'm going to read this. The girl didn't come inside. I made her wait at the door, and I had my door open. Then my dog started barking, and that's when I felt something was off, and I slammed the door right then. All right, that was smart, man. Smart dog. You still got that dog? Hey, no intro, ducking rain. The two guys were hiding to the side, I guess. Very much so. Give it to them and go home, not to the hospital. Exactly, Kimchi. Now, Kimchi, have a drag of this joint. It's good for you. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Love and respect to all of you. Boston Bill, what's going on, Boston? Childish thoughts. Sure, childish. I can't help it sometimes. Hardik never grew up in some areas. I can't hyperlink shorts to the longer videos. I want the shorts to be links to the main videos, but the link never goes blue. I wish I could help you, man, but it's all new to me as well. Good old Hardik brandished his legendary Hardik and sent those social miscreants packing with with the almighty whoosh. I only opened the door because I wanted to come inside. Hello, Boston Bill. I'ma eat. See you tonight. See you tonight, MST. Enjoy. What are you having for lunch, by the way? Before you leave, you gotta tell me what you're gonna have. Have fun and wash your asses. By the way, MST, I'm gonna put an emoji for you, and it's gonna be titled "Wash Your Asses." What do you think about that? And guys, I need to do this members only stream. What's the deal, man? What can we do together? You want to have a good time together? What do you guys want to do? What do you members want to do? Think of something. I want to make it special. I want to have like a really cool, unique members only live. Something different. Something where nobody has ever done. Uncharted territories. Like something really cool. What can you guys think of? Have fun, wash your asses. Isha Gamer. Hi, can practice my aura reading on you, please? I am reading a book on this summer break. Isha, yes, absolutely. Do your aura reading on me. My name is Hardik. I'm 46 years old. I live in, well, actually, I shouldn't be telling you all this, right? Maybe by reading my aura over the internet, you'll be able to get all this. Well, tell me what information you need, all right, Isha? Check out my aura, but handle it gently. Roger, that MS team, bro. A loaded salad with carrots, tomatoes, onions. You lost me at salad. Tomatoes, onions, and tuna with salt, olive oil, and lemon pepper. Sounds healthy, but not my cup of tea. I'm a carnivore. You travel into town and show us around. Would you guys like to see the ghetto, or would you guys like to see like rich, elegant, beautiful places? Which one would you prefer? If I went to the ghetto, I'm gonna have to take my truck. I'm gonna have to be armed. I gotta put on a bulletproof vest, but I wouldn't mind doing that. But I mean, it would take me like maybe about 45 minutes to get there, but I don't mind doing the travel. Or I could show you like the really beautiful places, like houses and stuff, or maybe the beach, the bitch. Give me some ideas, guys. What do you guys think? Your aura is sage green, which means you are either a plant-based alien or a seaweed. I am a plant-based alien. No, not a plant-based alien. No, I'm a carnivore. Or a seaweed. Isha, do not quit your day job. It's not worth it, but that was hilarious. Welcome, Isha. Where are you joining us from? Regarding record, beat it, but with the bidet instead, and find the leather jacket for your music video. Re-record, beat it, but with the bidet instead, and find the leather jacket for your music video. I tossed out that leather jacket long ago, but that would have been cool to have. There's a lot of things that I just toss out when I think it's old, and it would have been valuable, or it would have been such nice memorabilia to like take me back. Would have been nostalgic to hold that leather jacket or put it on. Dude, I got to sacrifice myself to be, to more be a cow. Do you have ghetto there? No ghetto around me, but I could drive to the ghetto. It's a little distance, but actually, wait a second. There's another ghetto. You can go to that ghetto too. And that ghetto is, I don't know. See, there's a Long Island ghetto and there's a Queens ghetto. The Queens ghetto I'm familiar with because I grew up in Queens, you know? I could do that. I'm gonna be thugged out. You guys are gonna see Thug Life Hardik. But you guys tell me, how about Hardik visiting a strippers club and doing a pole dance for us? Strippers club is out of the question, dude. That I can't do. Those days are done. Maybe if I was a drinker back in those days, I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. But because I don't drink, I'm just like, no point. Do the beach. Okay, the beach sounds good. Can you do a drive by the Amityville Horror? I could do that. I could definitely do that. I could do that, and I could do the beach. Because I think that's also on the way. Let me write these down. Amityville Horror House and the beach. How's Kimchi and Mark? Mark, that's a good idea. Nepal. Nepalese people are awesome. I have some Nepalese tenants, and they take such good care. That just such clean people in general. They take such good care of the property like it's their own, and they're always so welcoming. Like I'll just go over there sometimes to collect the rent or something. They like to pay by cash. And they're just like, oh, come in, welcome, sit down, and they want to have a whole conversation, have some chai and stuff. I'm like, I got to rush, I just got to, they're just so kind and so welcoming. Good people. So shout out to Nepal, Isha, and thank you so much for joining. How did you find the channel, Isha? Were you doom scrolling? Did you find it through a friend? Did one of my celebrity friends tell you about me? Did they tell you Sundar Pichai is live? Or dress like a bum and walk the streets of the Hamptons? Hey, that's not a bad idea either. That's kind of tempting. While live streaming. Hold on. Another malaria mosquito. Got to be cautious in these streets, guys. More not. Sorry, the typos are heavy today. All good, MST. It's tough when you're gooning and watching and typing at the same time. I actually love seaweed. My father was from an area in Maine that does seaweed candy to them. And he always had it in their house for snacking. Seaweed is tasty. I gotta say, I do like it. We get the ones in the packet. It's pretty good. Same Hardik, I threw out books of Pokemon cards before people decided to do money laundering with them. Yeah, it's crazy how many things we've thrown out over time that is so valuable now. They have a lot of pride. I threw them in a big fire kimchi with an old couch. So many ways to support this amazing channel, like sub, active in chat, comment on posted content, become a member, and share, share, share. That's right, guys. Listen to kimchi right here. Nisha, Jeff Bezos asked me to come to check you out on YouTube. Good old Jeffy. Yeah, we used to go way back. Used to hang out a lot. Used to party back in the days at his Beverly Hills mansion. He's a crazy guy, man. And we went to space together. Especially if you drive your car dressed like a homeless dude when he gets out of his Bentley. I don't have a Bentley, but yeah, that would be funny, man. Hi, my honey drop. What's up, Carvana? How you doing? Are you working today? You actually wait. Today is Monday. You are working. You're off on Tuesday, and what is it? I forgot which days. Which one is it? Carvana, all of a sudden when you arrive, it feels like 69 degrees is blowing on my testicles. Tell your family, tell your friends, and tell the person in front of you at the checkout lane. That's right. Guys, don't just lurk, like, connect, subscribe. Let's keep the good vibes rolling. That's right, guys. This channel is growing fast. How many likes do we have? We have 30 likes. Thank you, guys. If you guys forgot to hit the like button, please double tap the screen. And thank you, Jivan and Kimchi, for always promoting the channel. I'm at work. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. Got it. Tuesday and Wednesday. Why is that so hard for me to remember? Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I got it this time. I just stored it in my long-term memory. By the way, Carvana was smoking a joint over here. Here we go. Puff, puff, pass. Don't tell anybody, right? Don't tell anybody Sundar Pichai is smoking some weed. It's always 69 our position together. Drive around with the T-Rex hanging out the window. That would be funny. By the way, guys, anyone know where Blue is? She's been MIA lately. I haven't seen Blue in a hot minute. And I forgot to ask MST if that was her spamming or if that was Blue. Blue always abandons me. Holy moly, hi Billy. Isha, Jeff always says the nicest things about you. Your evil twin on the other hand, though. Yeah, Jeff and me go way back. We were actually taking a trip to Turkey together. He wanted to get some implants. Rishi Barua, wife away at her mom's. There it is again. Wife away at her mom's. My bachelor mode activated. Nice. Rishi, what's the plans, man? You're a lucky guy, man. I do like it when my wife goes away a couple of days. It's just like, you know, you just, when I have the house to myself, guys, I'll be honest. I'm just in my boxers, roaming around, no shirt. I'm like Cher. Sometimes with boxers, to be honest. You know, it was funny when I was telling you guys this story about, you know, when I drive, I could guess when it's a woman driver, a female driver, or a male driver. And I'm talking about that story. I'm trying to be politically correct. And then Mark responds and he goes, I can guess their gender. I can guess their age. I can guess their ethnicity, their race. And I was like, all right, fine. I do the same thing. Do you guys ever try to do that? Guess the race, guess the gender when someone is driving in front of you, or, you know, and they irritate you and you're like, they don't know how to drive and you want to know whether they're a male or female or what race they are. Hardik, do you upload a schedule or do you freestyle it? Do I upload a schedule? What do you mean? Like, do I come here prepared, like with questions? Not all the time. I used to do it a lot in the beginning. I've been winging it lately. These questions I actually wrote down on my Home Depot credit card. But these are, I don't use all these questions. I just go based on the, I just feel out the room. But when you say a schedule, is that what you're talking about? Like an agenda of what to discuss? How are you, Carvana? I am fine, Hardik. I'd like to see that. HS bro, one thing I'd love to see is some of the famous Hollywood actors and directors' houses. Is that something possible? Well, I could find out which ones live in Long Island. You know, uh, what's cool? The house that I don't know if I could say this without doxing myself. You know what? I'm going to tell you on Discord. Um, let me see that. Let me see if I can find that. Hollywood celeb houses. Okay. Why isn't this phone working? And that was Jivan. And Jivan, what are you doing up so late, by the way? Don't you have to get up early tomorrow? I don't mind you hanging out, man. I like your company. You know I like your company. I can guess when they are on the phone. You know how many times that there's a story that I want to tell you guys, and I have to hold back from telling you guys the story, either because A, it's politically incorrect, 2, I could dox myself, or 3, it might be too inappropriate. There are so many times when I'm live streaming, there are times where I find myself in those situations and I have to just be like, all right, shut up. I always get to the drivers that are in my way. Justin in the house. What's going on, Justin? Good to see you, brother. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Aapka Swagat. Hello, H brother. Just here to like the live stream, and I'm going back to sleep. Go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. All good. Hope you have a great day ahead. It's 1:48 a.m. here. Good night, man. Thank you so much for even just dropping in to drop a like. That's all that matters, man. I get it, man. Get some sleep. You got a busy day tomorrow. Oh, you sub to me, Kimchi. That's awesome. I love it when you guys connect to each other, make love to each other. Imran Khan, what's going on, Imran Khan? What's going on? Welcome to the live stream, Imran. Liked, thank you, brother. Hey, Imran, do you schedule the live before you go? No, I used to do that. Now and I should start doing that. I was thinking about doing that today, and I didn't do it. The reason why it's better to schedule it is because they get notifications. When I do it this way, when I just do it, you know, on the fly, there are times where they don't get the notification. And then when Trish puts it up on Discord, then I see people coming in, you know, the usuals coming in, because the notification go out on YouTube. There's a pre-chat room before the live. I'm going to start doing that, Kimchi. I'm going to start doing that again because I felt like that was good. It was a good habit to get into. Justin, rest well for tomorrow. Justin just finished gooning on the night away. Now he's tired, he's exhausted. He's going to sleep like a baby tonight. Discord constant notifications while everyone else chats drives me nuts. Well, Carvana, you can shut off the notifications for that. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to spit while I was talking. But I mute all the channels except for there's certain, like the managing mods. I want to see that stuff, right? Because they let me know if like there's anything urgent or whatever, or, you know, and they handle the whole channel. I work for them, right? So white man's world, a white man and a woman's world. Like done, brother. Thanks so much, Shar. Appreciate it. बहुत शुक्रिया. आप कैसे हो? आप क्यों जाग रहा है? क्या हो रहा है? चार में दिमाग क्या हो रहा है? I don't get notifications with you on your lives. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, Kimchi. But you know what? You can always set your clocks to 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you guaranteed you'll see me on here every day except for Monday. I'm always early, but never late. And the Monday one, which is going to be tonight, I'm not going to be on at 9 p.m. because I have tennis. I have league. So after I come back from tennis, I'll be on. I'm on leave tomorrow and the day after for Onam. You might not be familiar with it, but it's really like a big festival here in Kerala. Looking forward to a couple of days of food, family, and festival. Dude, that sounds awesome. But what is it about? What is Onam about? I'll look it up. But happy Onam to you, Jivan, and your family, brother. I tried shutting off all notifications. It keeps doing it. maybe go into your set. Do you have an Android or an iPhone? Enjoy Jivan. I deleted it because, oh, you got rid of it? Thanks, Mark. Kimchi 3 and 9. Awesome. I will do that. Yeah, it's the easiest method. I don't know if anyone does. Does anyone have that? I don't think anyone would have set their alarm for that. I remember I told MST to do it. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that. Thanks for the wishes, HS Pro. Yeah, I want to know what that's about. Onam. I'm going to look that up. All right, guys, should I get the next question on there? Or do you guys have anything you want to discuss? Because my next question is not that interesting to everybody. Or I could verbally say it. Are you a security guard, Ayush? Nah, bro. I'm not a security guard. I'm Sundar Pichai. I have security guards around me. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, my friend. What's going on, Ayush? Welcome to the live stream. What are you doing up? So late in India. In the Desh, Hardik is going to play like Serena Williams versus Stephen Hawking to end the pickleball as early as possible. Like the like button, and the like button will like you back. That's right, guys. Hit that like button. Double tap that screen. It really helps the channel. Next question. All right, Carvana. Carvana says it. Carvana will get it. Let's see. Next question will be, all right. Let's see. Have you ever been mugged or robbed? Okay. I got a nice simple one. This is going to be for the doom scrollers and whoa. Hey, careful. Trying to check out the hard dick. Okay. Do you... Sorry, guys, I'm in your face, but keyboard is behind me. There we go. This is much better. Do you... Oh, that's the invasive bug. What do you call those things? The red lantern? Red lantern. You guys have that in your hood? Out here in the hood, we got these. I'm going to give you a view of it. Do you wash your own clothes? Or... Okay, here's the phone. So while I have that up, guys, give me a feedback on if this is too small. I wanted to show you the, let me see if I could find it. Hold on 1 second. And we're back. Do we have BB in the house? You know what's crazy? That sometimes I'll see you guys say hi to somebody, and then I'll see their message only afterwards. It's kind of like you guys have psychic abilities, but it's just the order of the chat just doesn't appear right. See, so my extra likes are not applied, or are they? I'm not sure. I mean, but if it's inconvenient for you to do it, don't even bother. Anyway, I want organic likes, so I like it organic. I don't like the inflated likes, because then I don't feel like it's real. Like, let's just say there's a day that you're not here and I don't get those likes. I'm just like, today was, I'm trying to gauge it. I'm trying to, anyway, I shouldn't put too much value on the likes, but it does keep me going. It's natural, I feel like, to happen. But I appreciate that, Kimchi. That is very sweet of you. Thank you so much for that. Hello, Mademoiselle BB. I hope you had a wonderful day. Bonjour, Madame BB. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for always being here. I appreciate it. And always leaving comments on the shorts. She always goes out of her way to show love. Thank you, BB. The mean streets of Chestnut Crescent. Hi, BB. Welcome. Let's see. Tina, we got Tina in the house. How are you, H, and everyone in the chat? Tina, you missed some good stories. The question before this was, have you ever been mugged, like in person by somebody? Then I shared my stories, some funny stories. I thought they were funny. But how you doing, Tina? How's your Monday going? Any news on the pontoon? How was your weekend? You did a boat ride, right? No, not too small. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Kimchi. Let's see. Hey, Tina. Good to see you. Hi, Mark. Nahadran. You look like the actor from 365. No, I am Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. CEO of Google, if I could say it properly. Kimchi, it's perfectly readable. HS Pro, not that small. Thank you. Hand wash all day, only automated in the winter. I can understand that. Yeah, I only do hand wash. Car wash I used to do back in the days, but I prefer hand wash. Like, first, it doesn't scratch up your car and stuff. Plus, I feel like it's just a better job. And I don't know, it feels good when you just hand wash it. After you're done, especially. Hello, BB, not while you're doing it. Sir, can we expect Google to expand in Northeast India, Assam? Yes, sir, Rishi Barua. That was my first order of business. I wrote it in my notebook right here. I was like, for Rishi Barua, we're going to expand to Assam. That's next on the agenda, Rishi. Or should I ask, or should I not ask you anymore? I mean, online. Please don't mind, sir. I don't mind, Rishi. But let's not discuss it again. I'm just joking. Yes, I have. You good man, and you earned my sub. Thanks a lot, Ayush. Appreciate it, brother. How are you doing, and what's keeping you up? Are you having girl problems? What is Ayush going through? Why are you up so late? Tell me. Fill us in. We're all friends over here. That is great, BB. Love support. HS, I guess my French typing is translated in English for you. Yes, it is. Or maybe I know French, Mark, and you didn't know about that. Je m'appelle, Mark. BB not hello. Thank you. Ankushi. Ayushki. Ayushki. He gave you a pet name already. Hey, Ayushki. Baby Ayushki. You missed out my comment about Onam and a brief explanation. Hang on one second. Thank you for letting me know, Jivan, because you know I don't intentionally miss out on it. And all of you guys should be doing that. And anytime I miss something of yours, just let me know and I'll go back and I'll read it. If it's not too busy, of course. HS Bro, Onam is Kerala's biggest traditional festival, celebrating the legendary King Mahabali and his annual return to Kerala. It's basically 10 days of festivities, family gatherings, flowers, decorations, traditional food, music, and celebration. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. But I don't know where does the Onam is Kerala, but why is it called Onam if his name is King Mahabali? Why don't they call it Mahabali instead of Onam? No news on the pontoon. I have been mugged. I'm good today. Sorry, I was busy cooking. Are you busy cooking now? Or can you tell us about the mugging story? Because we want to know all about it. Did you give him a roundhouse and escape? 8 security, something weird happened today. I got a message from Pit Viper in a video. I made coffee and came back to reply to him, Janelle and Elizabeth, and Pit Viper's comment was scrubbed. You know, Pit Viper does have a habit of editing his messages. I don't know. I don't know where I am with social, but I mean, Mark and Kyle know Pit Viper, and they vouch for him, and he seems cool. I mean, he's been on the Family Feud. He just seems like a go-getter, and you know, he's just trying to hustle. He's a hustler. But I don't think anything nefarious was going on there. Viper, are you here? No matter when I wash it, one of my neighbors will always say, "I'll bring mine to you." And yeah, I hear that all the time, Mark. It's like the corniest thing. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah, yes, funny, not funny. Hand wash, getting it done by others. I never feel like it was done correctly. Exactly. They never do a good job on it anyway, right? Even if I go to take it for a hand wash back in the days, and they would always miss something or they just wouldn't do a good job, or those automated machines, they do scratch it up. And with my car, with my vehicle, guys, do you mind if I just? I'm not going to shut this off. I'm just going to switch to a different screen, and I'll be right back. I just want to shut off this AC so it stays off because it is more irritating for me than it is for you. So I will be right back. Um, I just wish this other damn phone worked. Or let me do it the manual way. I'm gonna go inside the house and do it real quick. I'll be real quick. Just enjoy the view. Goon away to the view. Oh, look at that rabbit. Let me get the rabbit in the scene for you guys. If I can. Let's see. Put this back here. I don't know if you could see him. He is by the tree. Can you see anything? I can't view it in this angle. Hang on, I'm gonna get a better. He left anyway. Never mind. But anyway, enjoy the view. I'll be right back. Hey, why do you look so guilty? All right, guys, I am back. Whoa, am I zoomed in? Now I'm zoomed in. Hold on. Why does it seem like it's zoomed in? Okay, hand wash, getting it done by others. Never felt like I was done correctly. Thank you, sir. Lost of love. I lost the love. Why? Let's see. Thank you, sir. Lost of love from Assam, Northeast India. Why did I lose their love? Tell me. Why, Rishi? Why would I lose their love from Assam? Thanks, Kimchi. Billy, I haven't seen him at all today. Maybe my interrogation of him last night was too much. Mark did a full background check. Mark knows everything about Australia now. Is this thing zoomed in or is it just me? Is this the way it normally is or does this seem like a little... I feel like I'm like right in your face. Hold on. Whoa. No, I guess that's the way it is and my mind is playing tricks on me. I just subbed to you, BB. Tina done cooking. All right, Tina, tell us the story now. Let's hear about the mugging. Was studying, just got out from my studies to freshen up. You know you took a break to goon away, all right? Preparing for and goddamn neat. Dude, good luck with that, man. Well, I hope you kick some butt and don't come home until you get 100 marks. You understand, Ayush? 100 marks I want to see. And about girl, yeah, I lost her, damn, a few years back exactly. 3 years and 2 days. Well, don't you worry, chicken curry. There's plenty of other fish in the sea, Ayush. Get rid of this mosquito. Yeah, so don't you worry, man. Just focus on your exam, focus on you, focus on the big picture. And 3 pieces of advice I got for you, Ayush. Unsolicited advice. Take it from Hard Deck. 1, be persistent. 2, I don't remember. And 3, hang out with smart people, smart friends. Discipline. It was discipline, persistence, and smart friends. Those are my 3 pieces of advice. I love Pit Viper. I think YouTube is deleting his stuff, though. Share is helping him, the legend. I don't think YouTube would be deleting comments, though. They do scratch the car. Show your ass again. I was at a Aldi grocery store. I had both my sons that were 9 and 5 months old, daughter at the time. Wait, I had both my son that was 9, and my 5-month-old daughter at the time. Daughter was sitting by my purse in the front of the cart. Some little lady came and grabbed my wallet. Okay, so let's see what happens then. From my purse, went back and watched videos. When it was figured out what had happened, the money was taken out. Damn, Tina. So you were secretly mugged. And when did you figure it out? When you went to go pay for the stuff? And out of curiosity, I gotta ask, because as a detective of a security company, right? What ethnicity were they? Just out of curiosity. Was it an Indian? One of my fellow Indians? That's maddening. Tina, HS, air conditioning, outside air conditioning. No, Kimchi, that was the compressor. So when I turn on the AC on the inside, it's central AC, so the compressor is really loud. They got to do away with these units. I feel like the mini split is where it's at. Like I have the mini split in the garage and in my office, and it's just so awesome that it's just like a separate zone. They're so efficient. They have a higher SEER rating. I just feel like that should be used instead of a central unit. Hey, Share Bear, what's going on, Share Bear? Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. Welcome. How's your Monday going? Happy Monday to everybody. King Mahabali was said to be powerful Asura empire who ruled over a vast realm, including Kerala, and was renowned for his generosity. But that doesn't answer my question, though. Jivan, why do they call it Oman instead of Mahabali? It was Onam. Why do they call it Onam? Where does the Onam part come from? That's what I'm curious about. The wallet was mailed back to me at my P.O. box. Okay, so all you lost was the money then. Wait, but who mailed it to your P.O. box? How did they even know you had a P.O. box? I got a lot of questions. Lord Vamana of Avatar Vishnu eventually sent him to the underworld, but granted him permission to return and visit his people once a year. Onam celebrates that return. You can Google it up for detailed information. Okay, I'll check it out, Jeevan. Thanks for that information. This is what I'm saying. You see, sometimes like I come on here, and it's nice when I end the live stream and I'm like, okay, I did learn something new. Question is, what did you guys learn today? What did you guys gather from this? I'd like you guys to walk away learning something new as well. That is normal. Sorry, lots of love from Assam, Northeast India. No problem, Rishi. I was just joking around. I understood what you said. 100 marks. Hey, Rishi, love from Canada. He will come back. Maybe he's regrouping. I hope he gets his dudes back. Okay, no smart people here. Gotta go. Tina, so you have found a black hairdresser. No way, dude. That's never gonna happen, man. Imagine me with cornrows. I would have to get rid of these glasses. I would need that leather jacket back from back in the days in my Air Max. Rule number 2, walk around with the semi-boner. Did you guys ever have that issue when you were younger? I told you guys about this. Like when I first moved to Long Island from Queens. In Queens, you don't have school buses. But in Long Island, we would take school buses. So it was my senior year. It was my first school year over here. I moved in my senior year, and I get on the school bus, and at this specific spot every single day, whenever the bus made that turn, that left turn, I would always get a rise. I would live up to my name. Hardik would live up to his name, and I would never be able to understand why. And I would get so annoyed by it because I would have to get out of the bus soon. So I had to control it in my mind. I'd be like, put it down, put it down, go down, you know? But it was always at that specific turn. Billy always, it's a good rule, Kimchi. You're already halfway there. I like Epstein inspired dungeon behind you, sir. Kudos. Thanks a lot, Josh Allen. Yes, a lot of craziness goes on in that dungeon, Josh Allen. Welcome to the live stream. We got Mo in the house. I have a subscription car wash service, unlimited use. Yeah, but Mo, they don't scratch up your car or anything? Or you don't care about that? Just, I gotta know who's sending that. Because I didn't get to thank that person before. It was Just. Thank you, Just. Appreciate the golden poop. That was the second one. Appreciate you. I was carrying my pocketbook over across my chest. Yeah, that's the recommended way. Even the backpack, they say carry it in the front. Kyle fluffs up in the car before grocery shopping for peanut butter and celery. Hi, Let's Mo. How are you doing? It is impressive, Josh Allen, isn't it? No AC here. I stopped using them. If you knew how high our electric is in my state, you would be stunned. Laura, it is high out here too, but we have to because of the kids. I mean, I could tolerate the heat. I have a high threshold, a high resistance point, but my kids don't. Well, especially my eldest one, because she has an AC in her room, and I feel like you can spoil it. Did you guys know, in the backyard, in this backyard, I have underground sprinklers, and I'm telling you this story for a reason. Back here, there's underground sprinklers. I have never turned it on because there's a leak in one of the pipes, and I was supposed to fix it. I never got around to it. So I was just like, you know what? As soon as I see that the grass is dying out here, that's when I'm going to do something about it. I have never once turned on the sprinklers in the front. And it grows at like a good rate, doesn't overgrow. It's green. So it's just a natural rain that's doing its job. In the front, I water the lawn. That one works properly. There's no issues with it. And that overgrows. And if you don't give it water, it'll die really fast. So I feel like they acclimate. Like if you don't water it, it can still survive. It figures out its own means of surviving. But once you spoil it, that's what I think it is. Or it could just be, I mean, there's other reasons behind it. It could be the soil level, the moisture level out here in the back versus the front and all that stuff. But anyway, going back to my story. Oh, it was just Laura. Laura, thank you. That was you that sent the happy poop twice. Thank you for that. For me, it just was showing just L. And I'm so used to seeing wallflower. That's why I couldn't remember it was you. So going back to my daughter, with AC, so she has an AC in her room, and she always leaves that on. Thank you to whoever's spamming the hearts. But she needs like 65 degrees, and she's spoiled herself. And it reminds me of my brother when we were younger. In his room, he had his own AC, and he would always blast it. And he would always need, cold air. He'd need colder temperatures. But your body can adjust to this. That's what I think. Impressive, Josh Allen. No AC here. I stopped using it. It's crazy. Yeah, it is really crazy. And you know what, Laura? I think that it's going to get even worse with electricity bills because they're trying to get everyone to switch to EV cars. Once they get everyone to transition over, that's when they're just going to jack up the prices. Mark, your horse saddle is on backwards, just the way Mark likes it. He likes a built-in plug. That you don't smoke but love pretzels. It's a joint, Kimchi. Welcome to the hood. That you don't smoke but love pretzels. What did you say before that? I kind of missed it. Hang on. Hi, Let's Mo. How are you doing? That you don't smoke but love pretzels. Mark, your horse saddle is backwards. High H security and everyone. I had a reservation with the bathroom, seating for one. Well, John Roberts, I really hope, because you have a picture of toilet paper over there. If you've not heard my spiel, you need to get a bidet. Hopefully, well, I wish you the best. I hope your poop comes out in one piece with no breakage, with a pointy end so you know it's complete and thorough. And I really hope you have a bidet. If you don't have a bidet, please don't be a Neanderthal and go and buy one on Amazon. It's less than $40. It's by a company called Brondell, Brondell, I think, or L. I'm not sponsored at all, all right? I get nothing from this, no kickback whatsoever. But it will change your life. If you don't have a bidet, get one. And it retrofits. You can install it yourself. It uses the existing toilet seat and everything. And every time you use it, you're going to be like, I love hard dick. Never going to get old, guys. Never. Funky, my saddle doesn't have a horn. It's an English saddle. But Kyle, you forgot that he wears a plug. Hey, John. My John is currently occupied too. Good man, John. Hope it was good on John Roberts. I only wear glasses to drive. Just Laura with the happy poop. Thank you again, Laura. That was a lot of information, HS. I know. Sometimes I overshare. But that's the part of live streaming, right? I mean, lately I've been oversharing. I feel like I'm just getting comfortable with you guys. It's just going to get wilder and wilder. So enjoy the ride, guys. But it's funny to where, like, the point that we've gotten to. Yesterday I shared that I'm circumcised. I've been asked that question so many times before. I've never answered it. I was like, that's private. And then yesterday I was just like, you know what? Screw it. Who cares? Mark rides for Englishman. No, it doesn't scratch the car. Well, you don't see it. There's definitely micro scratches on there, bro. What color is your car? If it's a dark color, you'll see it. I remember that one. The first Macintosh, we had that. 1984, man. Well, I was 4 years old. So I could not remember that. We got our first Apple way later on. I think I was maybe 10 or 11. Hello, H. We got Artful in the house. Artful, I got a question for you. For some reason, I've always been calling you Arthur. Is it Arthur or is it Paul? Because I heard E.T. Elizabeth call you Paul. Do I have your name incorrect? Can you clarify that for me? It's feeling better, Mark. Hi, Artful. He's a fine bloke, Kyle. Artful. So it is Paul, I guess. Thank you, Laura. HS Bro, Onam is basically the name of the festival. It comes from the Sanskrit term Shravanam Thiruvonam. Shravanam Thiruvonam. The special nakshatra star associated with the main day of the celebration. Got it. So my sister uses no AC and she has coped pipes, but I sweat to death visiting her home. Yeah, because her body is used to it, you know? We could get used to it. Like, once you go from, like, I guess, once you're approaching summer, just try not to turn on your AC, you know, and you'll be good. You know, like, only turn it on, like, when it's, like, you're desperate. Like, you want to set it to a temperature, like, that's not super, super cold, but your yard is beautiful. Thank you so much, Kimchi. Kimchi, you want to take a walk in there right now? We can go for a walk and smoke a joint together. Puff, puff, pass. You want to do that, Kimchi? Hope I didn't bore you with all that info, bro. No, never, Jivan. I appreciate it, brother. Hi, Kimchi, and just Laura. Also, pesticides in the grass can kill it. Kill what? I don't have any pesticides in here, but I do get it sprayed for mosquitoes, but I'm seeing quite a bit of them today, and I'm worried that I've caught malaria. So true about the thought of being spoiled. Grass is beautiful, but a waste of space, water, and time. It's no value at all. You know, when I was younger, I remember saying to myself, when we were in Queens, I remember we had a yard. We had a yard, and my uncle and my dad, they were just like, oh, it's grass, so they just put cement all over it. And, like, I mean, they got it done, the cheap route, whatever, but I was like, why would you do that? The grass was nice. And they were like, the grass, you got to maintain and stuff. It's not worth it. It's not worth our time. You know, we're busy working and stuff. So I was like, oh, I was like, well, can't you hire someone to do it? And they're like, yeah, we could, but that costs money. So I was like, all right, when I get older, I'm not going to spend my money on grass and stuff and all that. But then again, when you get older, you just love the beauty of grass, you know, and and walking in it and transferring the energy, you know, and just like, you know, balancing everything. I just love even just looking at the grass. There's so many health benefits that come from it. I don't think it's a waste of space, water, and time, though. I think it's beneficial for the earth, for the animals, for humans. Hasn't value at all. $1,000 light bill a month for a tiny 2-bedroom home is just. Are you serious? $1,000 light bill a month for a 2-bedroom? That is insane. Where are you, Laura? Market keeps just artful. Today's comedian Dave Chappelle's 53rd birthday. What's going on, Sam Roy? Can I get a timestamp, guys? I feel like I'm way behind. Good day, bidet. I feel like John Roberts finished taking a dump. He's all clean. He already smeared it all over. He's all clean, and I'm only catching up to the end of his dump where he's got these happy faces. He's like, "Good day, bidet." Funky, it can be replaced with proper vegetation and native plants. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of grass. You were talking about learning something new each day. That is why I mentioned weed and okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yes, you ever heard of Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, and Bill O'Reilly? Stay out there. Tell your Hassan Pfeffer stew meat to get some exercise for dinner. No, I've never heard of that. Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, and Bill O'Reilly, stay out there. Tell you our house and our. I have not heard of that, John Taylor. Hee-haw, why would someone ask you that? Kimchi, this is YouTube. We were just talking about how we saw this Indian woman, this obese Indian woman, who was laying on a bed, and all you see is the upper half of her body, and she's just shaking like this, and everybody was like, what in the world is going on? And it looks like something, they're doing the deed or something. Nobody knows what was going on, but there was like 300 and something viewers, right? So you have weird people on here. But then again, I'll tell you the truth, I really enjoy the weird questions. I don't mind it. I mean, they're just curious. They want to know if I'm circumcised or not. What's wrong with that? It's not that private. Tap your screen. Dude, you're long-winded. I went outside for an hour and you're still here, loud as you want to be. That's right, John Taylor. Arthur is my middle name. Okay, gotcha. So I'm going to call you Arthur. I like Arthur better. Arthur Artful. Thank you for clarifying that. Laura, my 4-bedroom house is $250 a month, but I live in Quebec, so hydro is cheap as dirt. Damn, Sam, Mark, my hate pages for the electric company. Sure, that go. Shani is live streaming Kimchi. In case you want to check her out, tell her I said hi. I know you're probably going to go over there, but tell her I said hi as well, and I will be over to double tap that screen. The way HS describes poop, no breakage, pointy end, and all the details thrown in, this man needs to narrate audiobooks on bidets and the art of pooping. And then BB has the white heart and the dove. What's up, BB? Hi, BB. Grass is great. Yes, Papa Grass is good. My caps button stuck from spilling syrup and can't see the caps for me, not for anyone else. Edification, something against the handicap. All good, John Taylor. All good. 4:53. 3 minutes behind. Hello, Funky. I'm still making a deposit. You work on that, John Roberts. You work on that. Well, at least you got rid of the caps. So we're making some progress. And you know what? I think the best thing to do when I poop is I distract myself. Because if I focus on that, it just doesn't come out. You know, you have to kind of distract yourself, like read the back of like a shampoo bottle or something. And it fools your rectum into feeling like everything is fine. You're just relaxed. And then it just automatically suddenly starts opening up and then releases itself. But if you think about it, it just stays tensed. The sphincter stays tensed. Thank you for the happy faces. We sell you hydro pennies. The rabbit after cooked well is Hassan Pfeffer. All right. Can you wash me? No, I cannot wash you, Coffee, but welcome to the live stream. I love your energy, man. Thanks a lot, John Taylor. Hey, Coffee. I can. You didn't answer cut or uncut. Cut. I am cut. But I am very curious to know, guys, and hopefully this is not inappropriate for all of you. But for those of you that are uncut, I always wondered, am I missing out on something? Am I really? Like, I know it was done for hygienic purposes, but when everyone self-pleasures themselves, right? Whether you're male or female, except for Arthur, my good friend Arthur. But was that help in any way as far as like when you're not cut, like, can you use it as like a gliding tool? Like kind of like, I can't give you a demonstration, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So does it help when you're uncut? Thank you. I will, everyone, take care and stay positive and happy. What a perfect note to end at, right, Kimchi? Kimchi's like waiting for us to say bye. And here we are talking about. All right, Kimchi, I'll see you later. Teehee, wow. So Mark, just curious, are you a French Canadian? He is a French Canadian. My butt is now a black hole. Did you born in Ireland but from Canada 50 years ago? Oh boy. Air heard all of that. Uh-oh. What's going on, Air? We're having a very educated conversation over here. Intellectual conversation. How are you doing, Air? I'm curious to know. Yesterday I shared it with the chat. Somebody asked me, and I've always been curious to know. For those of you that are uncut, what's the deal? Am I missing out on like, was I robbed? Was I robbed of my hood? Go to the deli, they will cut your meat free. John, Jeevan is laughing at Jeevan. What did I miss? Let's see. See, nobody's answering my question. Does that mean everybody in here is also circumcised? Or maybe it's an uncomfortable topic. I get it. You don't want to give it up. You don't want to give it away, whether you're cut or uncut. But what's so secretive about that? Who cares, right? What are you guys laughing at? What is so funny? I don't get it. Is anybody going to tell me? There we go. Yes, you can, and yes, it does. I know 2 guys who regretted getting cut in their early 20s. Why would they do it so late in life? Lost a lot of sensitivity in the head after a couple of years of it rubbing on their undies. Oh, that sucks, man. To lose sensitivity there, of all places. I mean, I'm definitely very sensitive all over there. Anywhere on there. I knew 2 guys who regretted getting cut in their 20s. I want to know why they did it in their 20s. What would make someone do that? Unless they were like getting yeast infections or something. Like, because I know when you're uncut, you have like, hygienically it's recommended to get circumcised, but I don't get why in their 20s. And that would suck. I have CPPS. Anyone else? CPPS. Child Protective Services. No. Everything I'm thinking of is not right, for sure. CPPS. Cock Protection Services. Oh, now I get it. Because you're celibate, so it's... That's what it is. I can't even say it out loud. Leave my viewer schnitzel alone. I'm in Wiener Schnitzel. Some women prefer cut, yes. I have yet to meet a woman that says that they prefer uncut. Is this an uncomfortable topic for anyone? Do you guys want me to change the topic? Would you like to talk about something else? Or should we stick on the topic of this organ, it looks like the shaft has a backpack in the hoodie combo. I'm uncut, bro. We like our meat factory fresh, no aftermarket modifications required. But Jivan, you still didn't answer my question. Um, does it help you when you're gooning? Like, basically, like, can you use it as a gliding apparatus, with the head? Because the head, I mean, obviously the hood is stretchable, right? Like I know if I had one, I'd be stretching it out, just see how far it can go and stuff. Like every guy does it. You try to do the same thing with your sack, right? You try to stretch it out and just be like, damn, this thing is elastic. Let's see how far it could stretch. So I'm sure with when you have the hoodie on there, you stretch it out and then you kind of try to tuck it in there and stuff, play around with it. Like. But my question is, does it help you in the self-pleasuring department? Everyone, everyone who has either, let's talk a lot, let's talk out vajayjays about vajayjays. Okay, we could talk about vajayjays if you women are open to discussing that, because I know 46% of my viewers are females, by the way, guys. I checked the status today, 46%. The foreskin retracts during an erection? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured. It has to. Because then you would have like a built-in condom. I remember there was this class in college, and we were talking about evolution, and my theory on the reason why. So hear me out, Mark. Right? So it's going to sound a little silly to you as well, to a lot of you guys actually. But and by the way, guys, hit the like button if you haven't. We're at 43 likes. I know some of you forget. Just double tap that screen. It really helps the channel. All right, let's get back to penises. So my topic was, we were talking about evolution and stuff, and they were talking about back then. There was no such thing as one mate, right? So marriage didn't exist back then. This is way back, like in time. But my theory was that the penis was designed to be that way, to work as a plunger. So let's just say, like, you mate with someone, and let's just say, like, you're not married to that person or anything. So like, it's just so that your sperm basically can plunge its way into, like, plunge out the other sperm and then deposit its sperm. Does that make sense? Because if you think about it, the hood is kind of like a plunger, right? Like, the plunger for a toilet. I'm sure women would prefer women when they met me. Damn, that's harsh to say. I'm sure women would prefer women when they met me. Air is still here. We have not lost air in the building. She's all right with it. Mark, tell us more. It looks like a python shedding its skin, stretching. You can play docking with another dude. Holy smokes. Yes, this is getting kind of crazy in here. Uncut, but by the time it became 49%, so now it normally looks like a mushroom head. Wait, I'm uncut, but by the time it became 49%, so now normally looks like a mushroom head. Oliver, have your gardeners finished their business, or is it quite a big estate? See, at least Oliver's like the mature one in here. He comes in here and let's talk about estate business. Oliver Mole. We're talking about penises over here, man. You're talking about the garden. Have your gardeners finished their business, or is it quite a big estate? I'm the gardener, man. I'm the one who does all this stuff. But let me give you a view. This was quite the conversation. All right, let me turn the screen around. This is Let's change the topic, guys. Let's be adults in here. Yeah, that's all me. I did all that. The edging, you see the edging, nice and neat. And you could see the lines before, but you can't see them now because it's been a couple of days. Thank you to whoever's spamming the hearts. Appreciate you. Oliver, is that good? Did you get the whole picture? All right, let's go back so I can catch up on the chat. Happy Garden is finished. Marky Mark. I carry 20 breath mints in my foreskin for emergencies. I can make my sack look like a brain. Now, I know if I had if I was uncircumcised for sure, I would have been like playing around with it and figuring things out and doing stuff. But yeah, the sack is extremely expandable. The elasticity of it is fascinating. I love the automated car wash. Oliver went from gardening, and now he's talking about. This is freaking wild, man. I love the automated car wash, especially when the suds have a nice perfume and it wafts through the vents. Yes, Oliver. Yes. I do love that smell too. I love the automated car wash, especially when the suds have a nice perfume. It smells great, but I don't feel like they do a good job when you do the automated one. I'm scared. Kyle's scared. You know something is wrong when Kyle is scared. Paul, never say that. You seem like an amazing guy. You deserve love, and you are very talented. You are, man. You are. I wish you weren't so tough on yourself. APOC in the house. What's going on, APOC? How you doing, brother? Tell us your love story. Who's the lucky lady today? How many asses did you sniff today? Fuck States, man. We're talking about schlongs and emotis. What is this world coming to? Hey, James. Hey, Trish. Somerville. Were those pavers done before you bought the place? No, I had them put in. They're pretty nice, right? Like they're it's bluestone, by the way. Laura, I'm a very nice person, just not the one that women would love. I disagree with that, Artful. Mark is a woman and he loves you. No, you're an awesome guy, man. There's too much. You got to watch my video. You remember that video? And I think you've watched it before, Artful. That, what was it? I forgot what it was titled. What's the big commercial power lines going straight through their property? So Oliver, they're actually planning to bury those. They have come out here to do surveys and stuff. I don't know why it's taking so long, but it does suck to be over there because it is an eyesore to look at. Trish, I'm still embarrassed about calling you beautiful in front of your husband. I don't think her husband would mind that. That's a nice compliment. I wouldn't mind if someone called my wife beautiful. You've lived being teabagged, James. It was fun punching my foreskin closed while peeing. That is freaking hilarious, man. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Holy crap, man. That was freaking hilarious. That was your funniest one, Mark. Holy crap. Someone got me tearing, man. My love will always be Trish. Sir, don't try to take an umbrella in your backyard. I can see high voltage lines. Yeah, but I can't reach them. They're pretty high up. It looks low on the screen, but it's pretty high up. Raj, what's going on? Raj, welcome to the live stream. Holy crap, man, that was hilarious. Damn, that was a good laugh. Thank you for that, Mark. Hello, sir. What's going on? Raj, looks good. Gravel, sand, bed, or modern install like Gator Base. I did a Gator Base. It is RCA. RCA, is that what you call it? Rock, uh, something asphalt. What do you call that? I think it's RCA. I'm not in the paver business, so I don't know. I did a Gator Base job this year, and it was nice to save 4 inches of digging. Oh, sorry, no. RCA is in the front, and in the back they did the sand, and they're actually area. I'm gonna show it to you later on, Summerfield. It's sand, and I don't like the sand that they did. That was funny, guys. Very gray looking bluestone, but they're a nice size. I don't like how some people get the huge 1.2 meter size tiles too big. Yeah, it does look silly that way. I really love these. These are nice to walk on barefoot. I love going in the backyard barefoot. Strangers approach me when I go out and tell me to leave. I'm too old. I don't look good. Artful. You know, I think everyone's probably going to say to you, oh, Artful, don't listen to them. You know, you look old or whatever. But maybe if you're hearing it often, you got to change your look a little. You know, maybe shave or... And I feel like if you do something like that aesthetically for yourself, you'll feel better about yourself as well. You know, like, because I remember I looked like crap when I was like going through a depression. I grew out my beard. I would not comb my hair. I was just like a total mess mentally, physically. And by doing these small things, it really does help you. He had to turn the camera off. Yeah, that was wild, man. This balloon, I want to write that down. That was crazy. I have never had to do that in history. I don't think that would happen again. I mean, that was insane. Daniel, what's going on, Daniel? Welcome to the live stream, Daniel Berry Sports. Hey, Pac. Trish, you know, like the trouble, though. Hey, Daniel, we were talking about my dog and how it looks like a floppy wind sock on a still day. Summerville, yeah, sand settles. It is a pain. Those huge pavers are a pain. I did one 3 years ago. Massive porcelain pavers, never again. I mean, they look beautiful, but I know at some point I'm going to have to... I want to keep the same pavers, but I feel like I'm going to have to... When they did this job, I don't feel like they graded it properly, where the water drains directly into the grass, because I'm finding spots, low spots, where the water is sitting. But Summerfield, how you doing? How you doing, brother? I have not caught your live. Have you been going live, or did you take a break from it? What's your deal? And you know you got until February 1st, 2027, to get your, in case you're interested in getting your channel monetized, to get that. If you want to get half monetized, which is the most important part, 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. But on February 1st, it's going to get switched to the full monetization, which is now currently 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs is going to be switched to 1,000 subs and 8,000 watch hours, which is insane. So I recommend starting now and before it gets too late. I couldn't afford to be in a relationship anyway, but it's okay. I wouldn't know how to be in a relationship. Just going to write it out, what's left for myself. Yeah, but Artful, that doesn't mean that you can't look good and feel good being single. No one's telling you to get into a relationship, you know? Like, I know that that's not what you're looking for. But I mean, I think it would be more pleasant for you to enjoy your time and feel good about yourself. That wasn't a no. Do you ever wonder if that tree behind you will fall during a storm? I do get concerned about it. Right now, from this angle, it looks like it's going to collapse. Let me see this see this pole, and then we'll... on this angle, it looks like it's going to fall in the house, but they have somebody coming over there and taking a look at that tree pretty often, you know, making sure that it's in good shape. But I think they would chop it down. It's not in my yard, though. It's in my neighbor's yard. If it did fall, I think it would fall on my shed though. But I did get concerned. I had a whole bunch of trees back here, and that's why you see the stumps. So if you look over, I have a stump over here, which I eventually got to get grinded out, and then I have quite a few trees, like 4 or 5 in the back corner behind that tree. So it's down to the stump, but I got to grind it down. I wanted to rent it from Home Depot and just do it myself. Which country do you live in? Frustrated Abe? I am in New York, in United States of America, USA. You don't think that will happen again? Challenge accepted from Fartknocker. I'm in too much. I'm in too much pain physically to spend time with someone. No wonder why Rosie wants to beat me up. The fact you said it out loud on your live stream made him look at me around the corner of the kitchen. No, he wouldn't mind it, right? Would he get bothered by it? Summerfield, how long does the water stand for? Is it too bad? Wait, how long? Too bad. Ron. The last 3 weeks have been slog. Will it be? Will be in my own place next month and may get back into it. It doesn't. No, it doesn't stay there for too long. I mean, eventually it goes away, but you know it's going to get progressively worse as water sits over there, right? So that's what my concern is. Okay, next time I'll keep it private. No, bro, I didn't mean it like that, Apak. I'll be careful because I was thinking about it after I said it. Like, what if she had come in or was lurking and I made a statement like that, you know? So my bad. I'll be more aware of that. But don't keep anything private, man. I rarely have a slip up, so I didn't mean to let anything out of the bag, brother. Troublemaker James. He started laughing, said, damn, babe. LOL, I'm definitely trouble. St. James says, hi, what's going on, St. James? Welcome to the live stream. Man, today was a fun live. This was a lot of fun. I haven't laughed like that in a while. And I got 2 out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. Not use security, I mean, I'll keep it private with Trish, I meant. Oh, okay, got it. Gotcha. Hey, Pak, how you been, man? How's everything going with you and Rosie? You know, times like this, like towards the end, I wish I could just push a button and just be like, all right, let me turn on StreamYard, you know? And you guys could just jump on here. Let's see, do you wash your own car or use automated car wash? 30% of you self-hand wash, 41% of you car wash, and 30% of you a little bit of both. 27 votes. All right. Now, how about you guys? You guys entertain me. Let's do a role reversal. What is this? Try it. I just came up with a question. Let's just put this up there. YouTube came up with that question. I didn't even do it. I didn't even know that it comes up with questions. How do I move this thing now? Okay, there we go. And HS, you reading out loud made him laugh again, saying, dang, babe. Oh my God. Oh, APOC. Yeah, I needed that laugh. That was good. That was healthy. Deepak Chopra would be happy. Okay, we can pretend that, Trish. Yeah, but tonight I'm going to watch that movie, Secret Window. I really want to watch that. But then again, I'm going to be starting the live stream pretty late today. But guys, you know what? It's been 2 hours. I didn't even realize it. This was fun. It's been 2 hours and 25 minutes. I am going to end the live stream now. I still haven't added the new names that Kyle bought a membership for, which is messed up. But I'm going to do that right after this live and write it down on my list. So guys, I'm going to be ending the live stream since we're all caught up. Where are bodies buried? Well, I like to have them as trophies. I stuff them and I put them in that shed right there. John Dillerman, welcome to the live stream. Myself, Sundar Pichai, Google CEO. The GOAT Life. What's up, Rishi? Take care, everyone. Take care, Arthur. Arthur, I really hope you take my advice, man. 2001 Space Odyssey. That's right. You did tell me that one. So I have Dark City. I have 2001 Space Odyssey. You've been asking me about that for a while. Odyssey. No, it's G1. Schindler's Grocer's List. Did you watch Goat Life? No, I did not. Did anyone else see Goat Life? Have a great day, Paul. All right, guys. Good to laugh. Yeah, that was a good laugh. Have a good day, everyone. Mark, Moondog in the house. I'll see you, brother. Moon, were you here the entire time? Did you hear the whole conversation we were having? Watch it, sir. The Goat Life. All right, I'm gonna write it down. Goat Life. Paul, remember you matter. Oh, you weren't, man. Oh, it was funny, bro. It was really funny. This was a good laugh. Goat Life, and that was Rishi. All right, I'm gonna check out the reviews on that. So far I have Secret Window, 2001 Space Odyssey, Dark City, and Goat Life. Paul, remember you matter. No, yo, Moondog. All right, guys, I am gonna be signing off. Quick shout out to all the members, the paid members. We got Sarah, MST, Kyle, Indigo, Ron, Doug, Turtlewax, Ratlink, BMG, Vijay, APOC, Justin, Mercanitos, Elizabeth from Texas, Trish, Aries, Marky Mark, Blue, Anand, Fanbow, Alaska, BF, Dirty, Koppel, Mystic, Maya, Bayou, Shivani, Singing, Laura, 501 Leland, Hands of Seed, Artful, Paul Arthur, Artful, Carolyn, Rosie, or Rose, Jivan, JJ Nath, Winston D'Souza, Kamat Nagendra, Rajav God, Samantha is Sam, Curious George, and Plant Chick. Thank you guys, and just Laura. I have you as Laura over here, so I'm going to say just Laura. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Seize the day, and thank you all for being here and giving me company and sharing your stories. This was a lot of fun. Have a great evening, guys. Love and respect to all of you. Take care. Later, Moondog.